Welcome to Healing Heart Journey. My name is Comfort Olaniran Dugbe. I'm your host on mental health matters. Today we want to talk about how we can build support for our children. How can we build support for our children? And this that is what can we do to take care of our children, as our support system, not to make them vulnerable and not to make them, victims of abuse. Number one is to create safe space for expression. Some of us will never allow our children to express themselves. As little as they might be, they need to express themselves. Even as a baby that doesn't know how to talk, if that child is crying, definitely you know that is not fine. He or she is not fine. So if he or she is crying and you just abandon the child there, something might have happened to him or her, to that child, that needs your attention. They need your attention, that's why they are crying. And as they grow up, they have a way of expressing themselves. They can come to you and be beating you. They don't know what to say, but they know that when they beat you, they need attention. And this particular time, you need to give them that attention and look round to really understand what they need at that point in time. And when they now grow up to the stage where they can talk, give them the time, give them the support system, give them the space, the safe space to express themselves. When they come back from school, what do you do? Are you the type that they would have gone to bed before you come back from work and you have no time for them? In 1 week you cannot even talk to your child or your children. Then your parenting is faulty, very very faulty. Create a plan to make sure that you bond with your children and you have time to talk to them on a daily basis. It can be on phone, it can be anywhere, and they are used to this one. And at this time they know that you have created a space for them to express themselves. So they know that at this point in time mommy want to hear us, at this point in time daddy want to hear us. So when you refuse to do this one, then you are pushing them out to somebody, to talk to them. You know that human beings, we are created to talk, to express our emotions, to express ourselves, to talk out. When we are not talking out and we bottle up, it affects us, and it can lead to error or mistakes that might not be able to, we cannot correct till the end of that life. So please, it is very good for us to create safe space for expression for our children. Then we must build their confidentiality. When I was, preparing and meditating on this topic, this abuse, I remember those days that some parents, especially mothers, their children will tell them, mommy, it's my teacher, something that to them, to those children, are secret. Then tomorrow when they offend the mother, and the mother will not say, that is how you did it yesterday, are you not the one that told me that something like this happened? That such child will never open up to you again, because to them, they have, rely on you, they have told you a secret that you have used against them. So you need to build their confidentiality. You need to even show to them how confident you are in them, and you must build their own confidence towards you. So it's very essential. You must establish trust and connection. If you are not connecting with your children, somebody else will do. Somebody else will connect with them. Social media will connect with them. Technology will connect with them. Peer pressure will connect with them. Unfriendly friends will connect with them. The dangers, abuse, rape, whatever will connect with them. So you need to establish this trust. They must be able to trust you and to talk to you at any point in time. There are some things you cannot wait. There are some things you cannot actually, you know, um, take away from happening. They will happen naturally. And when they happen naturally, what do? You need to connect with these children so that they will be able to talk to you even when these natural things happen to them. Even when they begin to feel uncomfortable with any of your family members, they should be able to trust you and connect with you. Please, connection, bonding is very essential with our children. When the comfortability of environment, when the environment is not comfortable for them, is not conducive for them, there is no television in your house, and they go to the neighbor's house to watch television. I went to the hospital one day, and they brought a child to the lab. I entered the lab to do some tests, and they brought, and I was just hearing when they were saying that the child went to the neighbor's house to watch television. And I'm very sure, I told us that when we are talking of sexual abuse, it is pre-planned. You have groom over that child that, okay, she always come to watch television in my house. And so unfortunately for that child, the guy raped the child and they brought the child to the hospital. So make sure that you produce comfortable, conducive environment for your children. Necessity, things that are necessity for children, that will not make them to look round, look to the neighbor's house, look to the friend's house and all that. Make sure, struggle to make these things available for them. And so that you'll be able to control them when they go to watch television in somebody's house. How will you control what they are doing? And some of us are too, so we are too relaxed, that we allow our children to go do these things, watch television, do this and that, and they will be there. Uncle Temi, please take care of your daughter for me. Which daughter? In this generation, no way. Don't go at the days when we do that. In this dispensation, in this generation, nobody does that again. Don't just say any child should go and play with any uncle. Like I have told children, when I go for advocacy, don't sit on anybody's lap. Don't allow your children to sit on anybody's lap. The lap they are sitting on, what are they sitting on there? What are they sitting on? When they are sitting on, a girl is sitting on men's lap. Why? Where are they sitting on? They are sitting on something private. And so all these things we should be able to have a comfortable environment for our children. And consistent availability. If you are not available consistently for your children, it is dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. Have a plan. Fine, you are working, you are a career woman, but have a plan for them on a daily basis. Look for how you will talk to them. And any work that will take the life of your children, I don't think it's worth it. That's my own submission anyway. That's my opinion anyway. Anybody might have any other opinion. But I personally believe that any career that will take the life of your children, it is not, some people can be alive and not be alive. So if anything would take their lives, their comfort, their destiny and their purpose, I think such career you should look at it, deeply before. It's either you choose before that career or your children. And any child or children that you don't have time for. If you want to build your career, go ahead and build your career. Don't bother to build children. But when you don't have consistent time, you are not available consistently for your children, you are making them vulnerable. And that is why they are victims of rape and whatever, evil, danger outside there. Befriend them. Befriend them. Befriend them. I said it, I emphatically said it so that we know that befriending our children is very important. Let them be your best friend. When you show them love, it does not mean that you will not correct them, but when you are correcting them, you are correcting them in love. They know that, daddy is correcting me in love, mommy is correcting me in love, but not that you are not befriending them. They have friends outside and you are not their friend. They cannot look up onto you and say you are their role model. They cannot look into their father and their mother and say, mommy is my role model, daddy is my role model. Then that means you have not been bonding with them. They are not your friend. If they are your friend, you have plans for them. If somebody is my friend, then I know how to befriend that person. I know what to do to make our friendship, work. And that is what you should do to our children. They are very, very sensitive and they are part of our life. We should know as parents that these children are part of our destiny. If your destiny is cut off, then you know that destiny is not good at all. So if you don't take care of your children, you are destroying your own destiny, because your children are part of your destiny. Majorly, they are your destiny. The Yoruba, we call them Ojo Ola, that is our future. And if you cut off your future from your destiny, you know that is like cutting part of your destiny off. Now, when we do not give them empathy, most times we should put ourselves in the shoes of these children. We should feel their feelings. We should touch them in the area that they will be able to talk out. They will be able to tell us things that is sensitive to them. And so when we do this, we know that we can help these children and we can, you know, take away or eradicate abuse or dangers outside there. There should be active listening. You must listen to them. You must listen to these children. Don't say go and meet daddy. Daddy will say go and meet mommy. Mommy will say go and meet your brother. Brother will say go and meet your sister. I have to work for you. Which work are you working? I have explained to us, your children are your destiny. And if you cut your future from your destiny, that destiny is incomplete. So take care of your children so that you will have a complete destiny. Then be transparent. There's what we call modeling in parenting. Modeling is the act of doing what you want your children to do. They watch us. Gone are the days when people read book. Children doesn't read you. They don't read book. You don't have any book for them to read on how to behave in life, on how to do things in life, but you are their book that they read. Parents are the book they read. So modeling is the act of acting, doing what you want your children to do. you know Put yourself in the place where you want your children to be. Fine, you don't want them to lie, then don't lie. You don't want them to misbehave, then don't misbehave. If a child grow up in an abusive home where the father is a drunkard, you want to tell me that it will take God's grace, God's exceeding grace, for that child not to be a drunkard, because he grew up under a father that is a drunkard. And if the mother is the time, oh God, the social 100 every day is party, you want to tell me that that child will not grow up to behave like that? So modeling is the best way. That's why I say you must be transparent. That is a model for them. If you don't want them to lie, don't lie. Whatever you want your children to be, your character is what they will take. 80% of your character will form in your children. And even if peer pressure takes them away, they will still come back because of the background, the good background they have. So if they don't have good background, those peer pressure takes them away, and they take them away forever. But when they have good background, where their parents are their model, they watch their parents, they see that, oh, this is in my home, they don't do like this, they don't do like this. Then such child will go and they will still come back. So modeling is the best parenting system that will help our children. Reliability is another thing. Can they rely on you? Can your children rely on you? Can they say, I know daddy, daddy will give me. Then if daddy say yes, daddy's yes is yes, mommy's yes is yes, mommy's no is no. It's not that you are just inconsistent. They don't see you as consistent parents. When you say something today, tomorrow you have changed it, then still it will form part of them. Then they see you as unreliable person, and they will look for reliable people around. And in the process of doing that, anything can happen. And when you are talking to these children, you should not be judgmental. Don't judge them. Don't judge them from the beginning. Some of us would have condemned these children. We would have forgotten that we have gone through this. Instead of for us to sit down quietly, listen to them, and bring out the errors or the mistakes they have done, and correct them in love, you begin to judge them. When you start with judgment with children in whatever thing they have done, it will not sink. But when you listen to them, and you bring out those errors, those mistakes, those things they have done that are not good from that particular thing that has happened, and you're able to advise them, and you're able to set example for them, they will change rather than judging them. Now I want to conclude by telling us that consistent support is very, very essential, and is very crucial for our children, for them to stable emotionally, socially. You know that emotion has to do with our growth. If you are not good emotionally, that is, we are not good mentally. If our mental health is not good, there is no way we can behave well. Hence, if the mental health of our children are not good, they cannot behave well. So, in conclusion, sexual abuse is prevalent and threatens the well-being of our society, especially of our children. But there is one acronym I used to tell people, and the acronym is SCREAM. And my S stands for stand up, my C stands for cry out, my R stands for reach out, my E stands for eliminate, my A stands for abuse, and my M stands for make a difference. So stand up, cry out, reach out, eliminate abuse, and make a difference. Thank you for listening. God bless you. Please, if you have been benefited, if you have been benefited in our videos, especially this one, please like, comment, and share. We do this to impact our society. We see it as what we can do to help ourselves. Please share to some people. Let them listen to this. Let parents listen to this. Let friends listen to this. Let neighbors listen to this by sharing to them. And please, your comment is our feedback. Tell us how we can be better and we will be happy. And together we can eradicate this scourge of abuse in our society. Thank you. God bless you.